Entity Master. Let's have a look at the Entity Master under Setup. If an organization with multiple brands or different names of business under one roof, we refer to each business as one entity. To add a new entity, click on the Add button up top. Each entity will have its own unique name, description, the acts under which it is registered and the registration number. We can choose a unique sequence pattern for both invoices and expenses raised for each entity to avoid any confusion. We can set the status of the entity as either active or inactive. Then we can add the details of country, state, and city. Here, a point to take note of is that, for the GST calculations, the country and state entries are very important. If the country is India and state of the client are different from that of the entity, the GST will be IGST. If it is the one and same for both, then it will be CGST and SGST. This is only applicable if the client is from India and if GST is applicable for the entity. We should also enter the PAN number of the entity. Then comes the payment instructions. Here, all these payment instructions we enter will reflect in the invoice generation. First we have the beneficiary name, the account type, account number. Then the bank name and address, IFSC code, category of service and the SAC code. Then we have an open text input field, this can be used for adding any instructions to the invoice. Then finally the closing remarks for the invoice, enter the name of the entity. Once an entity is created, we can edit or view them. We can also add new entities from the project creation screen as well. An important point to note here is that, whatever changes you do to the payment instructions will take immediate effect in the invoices as well. So make sure to check the invoices after making any changes here. With this we have covered the Entity Master.